All right, we are back here with King of the Hill. It is going to be an all NorCal affair here for this day. It is going to be KBrad going up against Pavocado.
That's right. Expected to be Cammy versus Mika. I liked KBrad's description of how the match is going to go. Let's just slug it out.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. It's always funny to me to listen to players who are, you know, you can be so good and yet not really explain what you're going to do. Come on, man. It's more than just slugging it out.
No, but I mean,
he's going to try to use his dive kicks and ground speed to control the match, and he's going to pressure well with these buttons. I mean, come on. I
mean, the one thing I will say about KBrad's play, though, is that I do feel it is there is that kind of zoning, you know, the way that he plays. It's not even just zoning the characters. I just feel like he gets into some kind of like Zen mode, you know what I mean? So maybe it's harder for him because like when he's playing, it just happens, you know, it just happens, and you know what works just starts to work for him. So
well, he has put in a ton of work to get to where he is. That is for sure. Lots of traveling, lots of work, lots of practice. And, you know, when the game first came out, he didn't feel like he could play his style of Street Fighter. But as, you know, Street Fighter V has developed a little bit, his style of that slow play where he can turn it into strong offense has definitely become more effective. And you can see that in his results. Yeah,
well, it's going to be interesting because, as we mentioned already, Pavo playing a very strong neutral game as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm really curious now to see how that's going to match up with each other. This very careful play of KBrad going up against this careful play of Armika, with two characters who a lot of people associate with crazy go-nuts.
Well, once they get started, it's going to be very tough for the other person to deal with. So Cammy pressures well. Mika doesn't have very good defensive options, so she's going to be kind of caught there. But on the other side, Mika does so much damage, and Cammy can't take a lot of damage. So, you know, they both pressure each other in interesting ways, I think.
Well, you know what? Enough talking about it. Let's find out what's going to happen. Let's see how this match plays out. It is going to be, once again, Pavo against KBrad. You can see Pavo is sitting on the left, KBrad sitting on the right. You can see how stressed and nervous KBrad looks. You know, no, I'm just kidding. He's just stretching and just being like, yeah, all right, here comes the match. So, but KBrad ready to go. And there it is. You can see it right there. Mika versus Cammy as expected. And I'm really curious to see exactly how this guy... I predict it's just going to be like walk back and forth for a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, with a lot of just waiting to see who can get started first. Not really wanting to take too much risk. Or maybe the alternative is, hey, the other guy expects me to do that. Let's go nuts. But no, okay, it is that patient.
Yeah. That's another button that I like Pavo's usage of is that standing roundhouse. And wow, KBrad just getting in there already. And you can just see how aggressive he is and how kinetic he is.
Okay, nice reaction. KBrad now gets the pressure. Oh, mistimed it.
Well, Pavo
press buttons after that maximum range crouching pierce. Wow, that's a lesson for Pavo. He's going to have to pay attention to that in the future. Great block.
Pavo's really good at mixing up between doing quick rise and back roll. And, you know, if your opponent is really good at that, this is what happens right here. It's really hard to keep your meaties going because a lot of people have talked about how good wake-up jabs are. Wake-up jabs are not what are good. Everyone has perfect meaty timings to blow up wake-up jabs.
Yeah.
It's the quick rise versus the back roll, and that's what causes a lot of the problems. All right. Well, KBrad says he doesn't really
There's the button.
Yeah. Doesn't really get a chance to play against high-level Mikas like this outside of online.
Well, so far, I really like Pavo's game. Now he gets the pressure. Again, the risk for Cammy is huge. Does she do a Dragon Punch or get away? Or risk dying? Nope. It's death anyway.
Yep.
Well, we'll see, I guess. Maybe one more mix-up here.
Oh! And you know what? We've talked about this in all the previous weeks that KBrad does a really, really solid job of not going into that wake-up uppercut. And it's really hard to read when he decides to do that. But Pavo right there, first time, first game.
Very solid game one.
Yeah, KBrad goes for the wake-up, goes for the reversal uppercut on landing. Pavo baits it out, takes game one. This might be the first time that in these King of the Hill matches that KBrad's been down.
Maybe so.
Again, that standing roundhouse usage from Pavo is so good.
Oh, no cancel, no confirm. I like Pavo's grounded play. He's just fishing around for forward strong, not taking any risks. Very calm stuff. Now he gets to pressure. And you know, you can see the benefit of that. Oh, no confirm by KBrad.
Oh, but
there's a confirm by Pavo,
yeah,
though.
Exactly. Great stuff to Pavo. 3 rounds in a row so far. This slugging it out strategy doesn't seem to be working too well for KBrad right now. But
yeah, you can see him trying to kind of thread the needle. You know, he wants to establish movement. Big part of this matchup for him. So far, he hasn't really been able to do it. I love that. That's a perfect range for that, too. If KBrad goes up into the air, he gets knocked by stand roundhouse.
That stand roundhouse usage from Pavo so far has been ridiculous.
Yeah, keep in mind, that is -4 on block. Wow, too far.
Yeah, but I mean, Cammy, like her crouching jab is 3 frames, might not even be able to reach that far to punish him,
maybe not. Yeah.
Oh, all right,
well, at least KBrad took advantage of it.
It's the meaty stand medium punch, but nothing afterwards.
Oh,
Get the confirm and into the corner.
Huge mix up.
Oh.
One more.
Is that enough to? He went. I thought he was going to go for the EX wingless airplane, perhaps to go for the stun.
Same. Where's she coming? Oh, nice timing.
That's going to do it. Yeah, KBrad's going to take that with the V trigger.
That's funny. I thought it was the Nadeshko coming, but no, that was the different. It was the wrong V trigger.
Oh yeah. You're going to have her Satsuki jumping in and helping Cammy instead. To KBrad or something. I don't know.
I know those characters.
All right. All right, good block. No challenge, though, from Pavo. Again, playing very defensive. And look at that. The one time that KBrad tried to bait something out and block, Pavo just stuck out a button. Didn't go for anything crazy.
Yeah. Again, he's not playing a risky style.
Oh, boy. Into the corner. Goes for the reset.
Oh my God. Is that a stun? Yes!
That was
this is going to get
into the critical art.
It's going to get close.
Yeah, so he charged up the critical art a little bit with that microphone. It's not going to be quite enough to kill, but Cammy low health, so it's going to be very down to the last.
I love the backdash. After doing wake up DP in this similar situation last game. What? Pavo only needs 1 more hit.
But KBrad too, because he's got that. Oh! Hit out of the air!
Wake up jab.
Very fortunate for Pavo getting caught out of the air, so there was no full combo confirmed for KBrad, and Pavo goes up 2-0.
Okay.
But you know what, KBrad, he's won the past few weeks, what, 10-3, 10-5, you know, like he can, the way that he's been beating people, I feel like he can afford to lose a couple of games if he can find that rhythm.
Certainly, yeah. Once he gets things going, if he gets things going, then he can be a major threat.
Yeah, but again, the way that Pavo plays, because he's so good at mixing up what his options are in every key moment.
Oh, first time we've seen that. What a backdash timing.
Oh, but out of the air.
Yeah, there's kind of a little bounce there.
Oh, boy. Oh, he didn't go for the 3 strong combo like he did last time. Nice chase down with the uppercut.
What kind of resetting the situation as a result?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's punished. Yeah.
And Mika, I think, is probably one of the better characters at doing that. Look at that.
And there it is right there. And again, you know, one of the things we keep talking about how Pavo has these good decisions and mixes it up a lot. It's important to note that that's happening in these key moments. It's a term that OS Ryan Hunter on Twitter has talked about a lot before, key moments.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That stand roundhouse spacing is so good for both ground and air control.
Ooh, he did that maybe too early because she is plus.
I don't know. He was 1 mix-up off of taking this.
Yeah.
And now it's Cammy's pressure time. Oh, no!
Using that.
Oh no, it all melted, it all fell apart.
And that is the advantage that any character has over Cammy, is that the health is so low, and if you block an uppercut, if you drain 300 health, you know, 350 health on some characters, you know, that's, you know, 1/3 of their health. Against Cammy, that's like maybe 4/5 of her health right there, so very risky for Cammy to go for those uppercuts.
Yeah. But it is something that she needs to do, just to dissuade the opponent at least sometimes.
You have that option. You have to show that you're willing to play that card.
Right.
Otherwise, you might as well not have an uppercut.
And keep in mind, it's still early in the set. So establishing that kind of thing early, even if you lose the game, is not that bad.
Oh, but that was at that range that was dodgy on whether you could punish it. She can make the Fierce Flying Peach safe. Oh, point blank low Fierce?
But back to neutral. And Pavo, again, just waiting, not jumping in, not overcommitting. I just love that style of play. Look at this. I mean, Cammy has gone into the air, and Pavo could have done something about it, but he's playing such safety-first style.
Oh, okay. Good confirm. Still not enough to kill, but just a meaty. And that was right there, showing Pavo's tendency to try to hit buttons on Wake Up. Got caught that time, got punished for it. But
Pavo has mixed up between back roll and quick get up quite a bit. And those are, for most characters, different meaty timings.
See him abusing that stand roundhouse there. Beautiful stuff again. Just great use of that button. Pavo ready for that dash under.
And back to just waiting it out. Oh, wow.
Hit her out of...
Cammy, yes, gets the grab.
Oh!
That was the link, huh? Sick.
Stolen.
Into the corner now. Okay, into what?
Right back into the corner, but great blocks from KBrad. KBrad's defense on those mix-ups have been really, really good himself.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, maybe.
Oh, he
did.
He touched the button.
Probably needs something else. Let's see here. Yes, does.
Okay, what's the mix-up?
Into what?
Oh, the meaty clap.
He was brave enough to test the meaty against Dragon Punch Super being available.
I know.
Dang. That's a gutsy play.
Oh, and here comes a big punish now. Wow, Pavo has been winning all of those little moments that are making all the big differences.
Finally interrupted, but I love that series from KBrad.
Okay, yeah. Reaction, good reaction from KBrad. That has always been one of his biggest strengths. Okay, he's gonna deal with the mix-up. Okay.
Nice anti-air, he kept the corner.
Oh, he missed the dive kick! But no,
backing off.
Didn't get himself into a bad situation, was able to recover from that.
Look at all these frame traps. KBrad's giving so many opportunities for Pavo to press an errant button, and it's just not taking them. He's being so patient. Oh, there was one, but not converted by KBrad. So now Pavocado maybe trying to move in a little bit. Yeah, you see him moving forward. But doing so is still in a way that's not reckless.
KBrad with a big life lead, but as we've seen...
Oh boy, one more mix-up, could be...
Man.
And meterlessly, I love it.
Yeah, he wants that confirm into the critical art. And he's got all the confirms like the stand jab and the low crouching light kick, that was it! Oh,
there
that's gonna do it right there!
Is that gonna be it?
Oh, that's
it, right?
Oh, yeah,
that's totally it.
That's it. Yeah, boom.
You're right. You are right.
And that is 4-0 for Pavocado. Pavo
wins. KBrad has been running this show, and here we are at the end of season 2, end of month 2, and it might be over.
Could it be that only a NorCal player can take out this NorCal player?
Oh, James, don't do that to me. Nice entrance. Love that timing.
Yeah, got the confirm into the light drill. It's interesting that KBrad doesn't go for the jump afterwards. That target combo into light drill into jumping light kick sets up perfect cross up and safe jumps against both options, both wake up options. It covers both.
Nice whiff punish. KBrad gets out of the corner.
He
pressure.
Actually doesn't do the light drill. That might be one of the reasons. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Okay, give him that tech. Back to very patient stuff.
Oh,
that's the third.
I wonder if he's trying to dash forward into that, and then he just misses the dash or something.
He did dash once. He just was way off.
Yeah. Oh, but oh my God. Oh, okay, beautiful. He was ready for that reset. He saw Pavo do that a bunch of times, probably against Stu, and even in his own matches. So KBrad knew after that crouching light kick that he was going to go for crouching fierce.
Oh, very nice stuff.
Take the damage now. Take the damage early. Look at that half-life down for Armika, and then he gets the throw bait.
What a recovery game. Let me take this. Not quite. Yep, there it is. It's going to be 2 very, very dominant rounds for KBrad to win his first game.
All right. Well, that's got to be very, very encouraging for KBrad. Yes, he's down 4-1. But like I said, KBrad knows what he's capable of. And to be able to take those 2 rounds in a row in that kind of fashion, good sign for him. Good sign for him. But see if he can keep it up, because if Pavo can reverse this right now, that would be very frustrating you know, from KBrad. Oh, there's that stand fierce anti-air, and then he gets the full crush counter confirm combo, and that's gonna be a stun.
So after those super dominant rounds by KBrad, a great recovery by Pavo. It's not over yet though. Cammy needs more, or can get more.
No anti-airs.
Yeah, didn't want to take the risk. He has done that very rarely. He's very rarely taken the risk on an anti-air. Just playing very defensively.
Yeah, lots of blocks, but great uppercut on that neutral jump. But the wake-up buttons from Pavo is going to give him that round. He does have to spend the meter. He spent the V trigger because he was trying so hard to conserve that meter. But you know what? When you need to spend it, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Because either one of these characters can turn things around on you so fast.
Yes.
Especially with no chip damage death.
Nice walk under right there. KBrad comes right back in again. We haven't seen quite as much of that Stan Ranos in these last games. Oh, there it is.
There it is. That's going to be a combo, yep. Hit late enough.
Yeah, counter hit as well.
Going for that meaty towards medium kick, because you can confirm off of that. Speaking of meaty counter hits, KBrad gets one. Yeah.
Again, mixing up really well as Pavocado. Oh, pressure. Interrupted him. Not into much, but I love the timing of it.
All right, he's in again. Gets the counter hit into the uppercut for more damage. Here we go, Nadeshko mix up.
Oh, very patient. Again, just really not committing to a lot. There it is.
Into
Nice
uppercut. There you go. So that's so we just said, you know, KBrad won 2 rounds solidly, and if Pavo can turn it around, that'd be crucial. Well, Pavo was able to do that for that first round, but KBrad coming back here taking this one, I think is important to note as well.
Oh yeah.
For KBrad's mentality.
Okay, interrupted. Oh.
Oh,
I'm sure that could have been more.
Yeah.
See jab, jab, then wait. Oh, here's the grab. Right after jab, jab, wait to see if there's Dragon Punch or anything like that. Got the grab. I love the mix-up.
And after getting jabbed twice, Pavo just hits the standing medium punch.
There it is.
There's the stun.
Should be the game.
Is going to go up 5-1 against KBrad.
Yeah, he looks great. You know, I like so many of his decisions. I like his neutral game. I like that he waits as much as he does. I like that even when he has pressure opportunities, even when he has Nadeshko calls, it's not crazy go nuts Nadeshko calls of, you know, insane mix-ups and whatever. It's just patient stuff that if there's a hit, he can turn into the corner.
Yeah, you had mentioned before we all started here that I had managed to play a couple of games against Pavo, and with this character here with Cammy. And I feel like the key to this match is I always felt like Cammy out-footsied Armika.
Yeah.
But Pavo's footsies in this game, in this particular matchup, are really good.
Yeah,
I think that makes it really hard.
Agreed. So you see KBrad going to the air a lot more. He started out just like that. Once Cammy's in, you know, she plays the game. But KBrad, I don't think he's been able to play the footsies game that he normally does.
Exactly. I mean, obviously last round he got the perfect there, but that was just like when we say with Armika, if you get perfected, you know, you
whatever.
really,
Street Fighter 5. Yeah. Nobody's too worried about it.
Look at that distancing on that crouch fierce. He knows that like after max range crouch light kick and such that he's in good range for that. See, again.
Yeah, there are setups, there are checks to know that you're going to be at max crouching fierce range.
Yep. Oh, that's going to be a confirm. He caught him with the crouching light kick. Ooh, he went for the reset instead of the mini crouch fierce.
Forward fierce, big stuff, and then blocks it out, and that's going to be the round. This has happened a couple times now where KBrad's taken the first round of the game, and it's turned around in decisive fashion for Pavocado.
Well, Pavo now has an opportunity to go up 6-1. As we said, KBrad is usually the one that gets these kind of leads on his opponents, but Pavo playing really strong right now.
There was an anti-air attempt, one of the few, and it was caught. KBrad in, and Pavo just waiting it out.
But you know, you get thrown in the corner. It's I mean, you get thrown mid-screen. It's really not that big of a deal.
Oh, wow. This is gigantic. Look at all that damage. Oh, he wanted some kind of reset. Dragon Punch is what he was looking for.
Yeah, he was trying to bait KBrad out of that Dragon Punch that we saw him win a round with.
Right. We mentioned how dangerous it is to try wake up DP in this matchup for Cammy.
Throw almost enough. Chip is a... Oh, she used her V trigger. Oh, but Cammy doesn't have the meter. Sorry. Looking at the wrong side.
can't get hit, but if Pavo gets one hit, he's, oh boy.
If he gets what? If he gets one?
Yeah, that's right. He's just 2 hits away from taking it. Oh, he didn't confirm it. He had a chance in the EX butt, into the knockdown, into one more mix-up, and he just didn't get it. So KBrad takes advantage, takes his second game.
He could have confirmed that into EX, but he did not. All right, so now KBrad getting up to 5-2.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, good confirm. Walk back from KBrad on wake up to get out of throw range. Now KBrad trying to apply a little bit more pressure, but again, Pavo probably knows he's willing to get thrown in the mid-screen by Cammy.
Yeah, it really seems that way. Which is a very smart option. Okay, he hasn't gone for grab in that situation very many times. Look how many of these charge roundhouses he's getting. KBrad has such good reactions, and yet he's not dealing well with that charge roundhouse because of the other things that Pavo has done.
Oh, he could have confirmed that into a drill again. Nothing, though. That's going to give Pavo a huge opportunity. He's also sitting on a Nadeshko.
The range was off. Again, those anti-airs, they haven't come often, but when they have, KBrad's won.
Round 2. Fight.
So it's a rare 2 rounds in a row for KBrad.
Okay, gonna confirm off of the counter hit, and then get some of the throw bait.
Low, that's gonna be safe. Oh, but Pavo pressed the button.
A little too far for that throw. Again, this can turn around so fast.
Oh no, the miss!
Somehow Nadeshko just didn't. I think he called the wrong one. I think he was trying to call from the sky is how he's normally done it. He must have just been holding the joystick when he hit the buttons by accident. So that's going to be a huge loss of resources for Pavo. You can see he just wants one hit into critical arc now.
Yes.
Well,
or into whip.
Yeah, he's still trying to save his meter, you notice.
Yes.
Because he knows that's going to be one of his best chances to make a comeback.
There it is. KBrad with the pressure opportunity. He respected the wake up. And with Super on Mika's side, you do have to respect it at least. So smart play by KBrad. Yeah, you know, I get not spending the meter. You don't want to spend that unless you feel like it's going to be for the round, because you want to try to save it for the next round, like ideally. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but he kind of needed that comeback, and we've seen he's been able to do it with just spending the meter little bit by bit in the corner. Unfortunately, that means KBrad is going to get his first 2 games in a row, and suddenly that 5-1 lead that Pavo had seems much more tenuous.
Oh, yeah. Wow, right through.
KBrad, disrespect.
And a ton of damage on that follow-up.
Yeah, went for spend a meter for almost max damage.
Good stuff.
You could follow up with an EX uppercut to get max damage, but of course that spends the extra bar, which KBrad wanted to save.
2 games in a row, but 4 rounds in a row as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting because even though Pavo had the 5-1 lead,
there it is.
Never, knowing KBrad, it never quite felt like it was out of reach.
Sure. No whip punish that time. Oh, nice job by KBrad.
Standing fears for max damage. Oh wow.
Yeah, you see how dangerous it is for Mika to try to anti-air that. Setup, yes.
It's the same mix-up that KBrad's been caught by a couple of times now. Just trying to jump away or something, getting caught low. Okay, stand jab, anti-air from Cammy. Interesting. Still has some of that V-trigger on
deck.
Look
at this Pavo just walking backwards. And back to a spot where he could get the down Paris.
Oh, not enough, but the dash-up jab will do it. Pavo's really had a good read on whether or not KBrad's going to go for those wake-up uppercuts.
Oh, not quite there. I mean, he confirmed the hit from Mika, right? It's just that she recovered too fast to actually get hit.
He was, I mean, if it was a whip throw, 100% it would have been able to punish, but that was a jab instead, which is much faster. And here's a way to actually, if you know an opponent is going to shimmy you, you can kind of blow them up.
If you have a fast jab, then why not? Yeah. So Pavo back to this very slow style. He has a life lead. There's no reason to go in hard. The key, whoa, okay, nice, dashing into it. I was just gonna say, keep in mind, Pavo's spacing has been really solid. It's been just outside of dive kick range. It's been outside of Cammy's. Oh no!
Oh no! Why would he go for that? That is going to be a huge amount of damage. And he
Into
goes
what?
for the
From the
reset.
front. Well, okay. I don't know that that was on purpose, but the recovery was there.
Yeah.
Mika wins.
Pavo turning that around now, 6-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like KBrad had figured something out and had all the momentum.
Seemed like it.
And all of a sudden, Pavo taking those 2 rounds in a row, able to take his 6th game. He is past the halfway mark. KBrad still just sitting on 3 wins. Again, this neutral game, just look at the way Pavo
really good.
plays this neutral.
Yeah. Very grounded, very patient, getting little hits here and there.
Cammy is stand medium kick, crouching medium kick, amazing buttons. Especially against someone like Armigo who doesn't have great long pokes, but they have just not been effective.
Oh! Overextended.
Max damage. Just another third of her life.
That was such a good idea, but not quite in range. KBrad very insistent. Yes, pressuring still. Not quite dead. Still not quite dead. Oh boy.
Okay, block this time and encounters with the 3-frame crouching light punch.
I don't think we've seen command grab in that situation yet. I think it's been something else every time.
Yeah.
It might be something that he's intentionally trying to set up. As he mentioned with Stupendous. Oh boy. He will do that. You know, he'll wait for a setup for a long part of the set. And then all of a sudden get that 4 command grab in a row setup. You know. We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, and buttons from Pavo working in those key situations.
That was tricky. You almost walked to the other side.
Why would you go for that V-skill? Why would you go for that V-skill?
I know it's your favorite move. Oh!
Oh! Just slugging, that's slugging it out right there
Yeah,
into the critical art. Don't think this is going to be enough.
Yeah. Wow, you're right by exactly 1 pixel. Nice work. Nice work.
I knew.
KBrad, fully stocked, but crouching jab seals the deal.
Yeah, there was a lot of hits beforehand, so I was worried about the damage that it was going to do.
Yeah.
Fight.
Back to this neutral game now. KBrad. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is Pavo doesn't... Oh, just got right over that crouching strong with the charge drop kick.
Nice stuff.
And a wake-up light uppercut from KBrad. Very smart to use that because if someone neutral jumps, that uppercut will actually hit it. Stolen.
Huh.
Trying to get it. See, yeah, Pavo, just the blocking
There's
is
so
amazing.
much patience, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, no confirming to the EX.
The other side this time, he faked it last time.
It's pressure now from KBrad.
Yeah, he did have some hits. He could have confirmed, but he was more looking for pressure, I think, than confirming. So now, again, you see what I'm talking about? There have been no command grabs there.
Oh, well, speaking of command grab, that one is going to cost Pavo that game. So now 6-4. KBrad maintaining this down 2 games.
Yeah, slowly, slowly. Slowly making a comeback.
But very, very close between these 2 competitors right now.
It was 4-0 at one point. So, I mean, since then it's been, you know, 1 for KBrad, 1 for Pavo, then 2 for KBrad, 1 for Pavo, 1 for KBrad. So again, slowly, he's working on it.
Just buttons again from Pavo, just interrupting in the middle of the block strings.
Yeah,
Yep,
there it
same
is.
thing, but too far. Okay, good confirm from KBrad. Just seeing that Mika was touching something, so why not drill?
Very nice. Interrupted, opened up, backdash. You know, I don't think we've seen a V reversal out of Pavocado. I think he's waited for that every time. This time he went for the grab, but he was too far?
I think he thought he was all the way in the corner, maybe. Either that or he went for the kick one instead of going for a punch command throw. The punch command throw obviously would have thrown him out of the corner,
Right.
but it
more
has
range.
better range. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Very tricky.
Yeah. Hard to know which way to go. Ooh!
Oh, yeah?
Confirmed right into the critical art. The damage.
That was good.
All right, so KBrad trying to take this to only a 1-game lead.
Hey!
Ah, there it is, the throw bait, and he gets a perfect. And he's taking it 6-4 now. I mean 6-5 now.
It was 4-0 for Pavo, and now only 6-5. Only 6-5. It is a close one.
Yeah, well,
for player 2.
Said early on, you know, I felt like KBrad, the way that he's been playing, he kind of has that leeway to lose a few first games, but
yeah, look, if you can make a comeback against Umehara Daigo, you can make a comeback against anybody.
Well, interesting enough here, we've gone to the character select again.
I don't think there's going to be a change of character.
Oh, no. I don't think there's a change of character, but it definitely means that Pavo is trying to take some time to think about things a little bit, gather himself, see if he can stop this momentum now that KBrad has. Like you said, 4-0 lead.
Yep.
Now it is 6-5. So since that 4-0 lead, it's been 5-2.
Yeah, been much more on KBrad's side, much more success there. Well, we'll see if Pavo can make the changes he needs to make. That defensive style, again, I like it. I think it makes sense, but I feel like some of the major payoff opportunities for him have just been misplaced. You know, he's missed command grabs or whatever it may be.
And I feel like a lot of the change right now just feels like that KBrad has taken control over the neutral. Pavo doesn't. Oh, that jumping fierce is so.
It's one of the best for sure.
Yeah, one of the best jump attacks. Okay, wake up uppercut. Yeah, we've seen him be able to get nice right back in the corner. That is one thing I've said about Pavo though, is that once you escape the corner, his first game plan is to command throw you right back in there.
Well, we might be seeing some changes out of Pavo. So we've seen more jumps, we've seen more buttons, more active play. Right now, not so much, but there was that significant sequence of jump fierce, another jump fierce, dash up, crouching shorts.
Oh, that reached.
Yeah, I thought that round was much more successful, and in part it was because he finally started to move forward, started to take advantage of more things, press the advantage in more situations. We'll have to see how KBrad addresses that.
Oh, crush counter, but no juggled afterwards. Wow, nice late dive kick from KBrad, giving him that situation. And oh, here we go, command throw towards the corner. Of course,
not quite there.
Mika doesn't get any mix-ups off of that command throw, so it's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
No good from that time.
See, there's KBrad noticing that Pavo likes to walk backwards in those mix-up situations.
Yeah, he does.
Trying to catch him with that crouching medium kick.
Oh, well, not punished.
Yeah, but that's nice for KBrad because he gets him to spend the meter on that.
Yeah, and it's a tell as well. Ooh.
No confirmed.
2 chances, 2 big chances.
And uppercutting in the middle of that block string, smart.
Oh, again, this time it is punished.
Okay, so now we're starting to see some uncharacteristic kind of bets from Pavo.
Yeah, Pavo is starting to feel like he needs to make some big changes. And so we've seen jump-ins more, we've seen attempted anti-airs more, they haven't worked out. I do feel like that round could have been very different if he had confirmed and gotten the combo out of the stand jab, but he didn't, and so he was forced back into trying to anti-air. Again, tries it, doesn't work. Trying to follow up. KBrad just walking away.
All right, he's gonna get hit right here into the corner. Gonna EX his way all the way there. Okay, sets up a, look at that. KBrad says, you know what? You're only calling Nadeshko because you've got some tricky little mix-up coming. So I'm just gonna block the other. Okay, that time the anti-air worked.
Yeah, that time as well. Yeah. I love the wake-up TP from KBrad after Pavo thought he did some cool stuff twice in a row. No, interrupted.
Here comes KBrad, gets the throw just a
super as well. Yeah, so important.
Yeah, but he's got to save that other viewer.
Oh, what? But not punished.
He could have just supered him.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yucks.
He spends one of the bars. So chip no longer a threat.
Right, only supers will chip. How can Pavo make this happen? I just would be surprised if KBrad overextended. So it's more on Pavo. Well, he did overextend.
He just missed his dive kick. That's all it was. He tried to jump and dive kick, but it came out as just jump roundhouse, and Pavo was able to take advantage of it. So an execution error on KBrad's part, costing him that game. That's a huge execution error.
Yeah, I'll say.
So it's 7-5. It was literally a pixel away from being 6-6. So that's definitely going to give Pavo some breathing room.
He is right back in the corner, though. Well, you know, one thing that KBrad has learned is to not dive kick right there. That's the place he wants to dive kick because it's strong, but because of that roundhouse, he's kind of shut down from it. He's so smart.
Yeah, you can see KBrad is playing the game that he wants to play now.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good sequence. It's understanding of what Pavo likes to do, both on his defensive aspect and in the neutral game.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned earlier that I felt like KBrad maybe started figuring out the neutral a little bit more, was able to control it a bit better. But to be honest with you, I think what might actually be going on is that KBrad is just avoiding the neutral entirely. He's using the dive kick to bypass that neutral range. You can see he's not hitting any buttons. He's just trying to find his way to get in through no buttons, and then he can get this mix-up going here, which he has been having so much success with in the last few games.
The miss. Meterless punish. And KBrad just walked away. Oh, he looked for crush, really? Oh, okay, now here comes Pavo. Into what? Again?
Same mix-up, yeah.
Yes.
We've said before that Pavo's so good at keeping things mixed up, and now you're starting to find him fall into these safety patterns.
Yeah, it's like he keeps thinking, well, KBrad hasn't jumped yet. He's going to do it this time.
Right.
He hasn't done it this time.
Okay.
All right, is this the sequence we were talking about of him setting this up the whole time? No. It might have been. It might have worked. But he didn't go for the command grab again. That's his decision.
7-6. 76. Got the spirit of 76 right now. Pavocado trying to cling on to a tiny lead here, and if KBrad hadn't missed that dive kick, KBrad could have been up 7-6 at this point. So this is a big turnaround now for Mr. Kenneth Bradley.
I thought that game was much more like the previous games where Pavo wasn't moving forward quite as much, wasn't taking the risks on anti-airs. And I don't want to say that that's always a good idea, but that he did win the previous game doing that. KBrad pressuring so well. Still in there. Now Pavo, oh, he needs to get in. He knows it. And you saw KBrad just harassing, taking up space.
Round 2.
So round goes to KBrad. You see how comfortable KBrad is just moving forward. And, you know, so rarely that, such a key anti-air, I was just about to say, so rarely has he had to focus on the anti-air because KBrad has, you know, Pavo hasn't jumped very often, but KBrad was ready. Now pressuring, just like that. Will it be the same sequence?
Oh,
Are you
went
serious?
For the command throw, but
Are you
that
serious?
time KBrad
Come on,
jumped.
KBrad.
KBrad said, he was like, nope, not yet, nope, not now.
That's it.
Now.
I gotta tell you, that's a mental killer. If you set that up for so long and then the one time you go for the grab, your opponent jumps away, start to feel like, wow, am I gonna get anything right?
Yeah, that's when you start being like, my opponent is psychic.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
He sees the future. What am I supposed to do? Okay, well, here's an opportunity now for Pavo. Goes for the command throw this time.
Remember last time he went for a media again. This time it's command grab. What's he gonna do? He didn't believe it, and KBrad had exactly the right call.
Oh no, and that is another time that KBrad has missed the dive kick in the air. That, honestly, in the last couple of games has been his main weakness, is that he's missed a couple of dive kicks. There is a height restriction on that. He might be actually doing it too fast.
The bait. The bait was there. Well, I like Pavo jumping forward at least. But KBrad, oh, he had the advantage. First time he's gotten that. And back to the neutral.
What? Huh. Crush counter with the roundhouse.
KBrad pressed stand roundhouse in a similar situation before, and I wondered what it was about. There you go.
Oh, just goes for the throw. There it is. KBrad ties it up 7-7.
Cammy wins.
7-7. And now this is where the doubt starts creeping.
Oh, absolutely. It's been there.
Yeah.
It's been there. The doubt has been there.
But like having that slight lead, that 1-game cushion, that 2-game cushion, you're like, okay, if I keep up this pace, but now things feel different.
Yeah, they say in hockey that a 2-goal lead is the worst one because you start to feel like you have such an advantage that you can do whatever you want. But that's not true. You got to take it seriously. You can't let go of the gas.
Well, unfortunately, I feel like Pavo's I don't even know if he's let go of the gas or if KBrad has just came in and snipped the cable, you know, like, and it just made it so that his gas pedal doesn't even work anymore.
Had a gasectomy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Got the thumbs up from James. It was all worth it. But KBrad went for the dive. You know, I mentioned before he hadn't been dive kicking at that spot very often for fear of the stand roundhouse. But as soon as he was pushed out from Mika's stand roundhouse, he thought, okay, it's time to dive kick again. He had exactly the right spacing.
Yeah, like I said, the key to me right now is just that KBrad has been able to stay in Pavo's face. And Pavo, like I said, was winning when they were just playing this neutral game. Like right now, like things are going pretty decent with Pavo, but KBrad's been able to get a lot of play out of that jump dive kick from farther away to mask the jump so that he's able to get in a couple of times like that. And were it not for a couple of missed dive kicks, KBrad could even be up 8-6 right now.
Oh!
Oh, he got caught by the slowest V-skill mix-up ever.
Speaking of V-meter spent. Wow, okay. KBrad's so insistent right now.
Yeah.
And he walked off at exactly the right time, but here's Pavo.
Oh, and he's going to go into the mirror. He did not decide to throw her into the corner and go for some mix-ups.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, but he does have a good chance here. There's an Nadeshko. It doesn't come. It's a Dragon Punch instead.
Same setup that he's gone for before. Remember the first time he went for that, and he was able to land that 3-strong combo. We said, what a big risk to take against the uppercut. And KBrad said, yep, I expected it this time. And so KBrad takes the lead.
Yep, after a 4-0 start for Pavocado. I think you're right about how KBrad's playing. He's just kind of, and it's funny because it kind of actually is what KBrad said he would do. Just slug it out, right? It's not about the footsies game so much. It does seem like he's kind of avoided that. He's been getting in there through very smartly placed, very smartly timed dive kicks.
Yeah, I mean, I've often made this discussion between science players and emotion players. And KBrad is about as emotion player as you can get, in my opinion. He just does what feels right and what works. And he's so good at figuring that out and sticking with it.
Yeah.
As you can see here with this adjustment that he's made.
Yeah, big part of this. Pavo backed himself up into the corner. Too worried about Cammy's options, but finds the hit.
Oh,
into something.
A meter.
Hey.
Okay. Baits that out that time. But yeah, since that 4-0 start, KBrad has won 8-3. He's won more than twice the number of games that Pavo has won since that start.
Yeah.
Okay, goes for the fierce. Yeah, he always just goes for the damage. Oh, this time he goes for the mix-up. But Pavo was ready for it.
Oh, so ready.
Okay.
That time Pavo was closer, so he could go for that EX more easily.
Yeah, but you know, it's an interesting sign because the fact that Pavo was going for that more is a clear indication of what the problem is. Is that KBrad is getting in via the air so badly that Pavo feels like that this is a necessity.
Yes, he will spend meter on that. Into front.
Oh, the max damage into the stun.
That's a killer. And get the V skill and that. Oh no! He went for the reset.
Okay.
I thought he was just gonna do stand strong, stand fierce, super.
That's what we all thought it was gonna happen.
Why would he do that? Okay, that worked out.
I don't think he quite had the meter for the super. Maybe he was worried about that.
I guess.
Yeah, but
looked to me like he was a pixel away. But all right, man, it worked out.
Crucial victory for Pavo.
Yeah, I'll say.
Keeps it at 8-8. Stops a little bit of that KBrad train. Oh!
I'm telling you, the anti-airs. I get why he wasn't doing it at the start, and I get why he wants to now because the dive kicks have been so important, but that's killing him. You know, it felt like his strategy of not engaging in that seems stronger, but the way that KBrad has been winning has really kind of blown that up. No anti-air. KBrad's taken a lot of those charge roundhouses and just kind of hung out. And it doesn't seem like he's too concerned with what happens afterward.
No charge roundhouse into command throws for Pavo. But then again, Pavo just really hasn't gone for too many charge roundhouses, so every time he lands one, he's probably just, his brain has reset back to square one mix-up. He's not thinking about that charge roundhouse in the command throw.
Pavo waiting it out, hoping that KBrad makes some bad call. He kind of did, actually. And now Pavo has a chance to control the corner.
Yeah, just needs one more mix-up.
Oh, Cammy's out of the corner just like that.
Yeah. And Mika down to almost no life. Look at KBrad bulldogging his way. So
the low in 2. Okay, yes, this time no buttons.
Yeah.
Last time he did.
Yep.
Last time Pavo took the bait.
Oh, that's going to do it. But I really do want people to notice that that distance, but that Mika was winning the neutral at Cammy's max stand medium kick range, which you feel like should be in Cammy's favor. Pavo was winning that. KBrad has been bypassing that range with either just walking or jumping and dive kicking or going backwards. He has just been avoiding that range and says, that was nice.
Yeah, first time we've seen down medium kick as an anti-air, and then he went to it immediately thereafter.
Yeah. Yeah, even when he does walk in that range, you notice that KBrad just blocks.
Yes.
He just walked up and blocked. He knows that that range actually turns out not to be in Cammy's favor.
Huh, forward fierce looking for something. Looking for dive kick? I don't know. Couple of dive kicks spent. Down strong?
Huh.
I don't know, but it worked.
Okay, kicks her out of that.
Great confirmed by KBrad on the verge of taking this. Maybe!
No. But that's not enough for the punish, not enough for the kill.
And then he wanted the activation with down fierce, but KBrad was outside of it, so we're going to go to match game for KBrad.
Wow, what a turnaround here. 4-0 start for Pavocado. It looked like things might be going poorly for our reigning champion of 4 or 5 weeks. But KBrad has been able to turn it around. He is on match game.
He has had good reads on when to do Dragon Punch. Well,
ooh, nice dash under that time on the trade.
Tons of Grey Life now.
Oh, double throw bait. Oh, he tried for it again.
Very cute.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
Yeah.
KBrad just waiting it out, backdash.
Okay. Oh, towards fierce that time again. Oh, gonna set up for a big old combo there. Nicely done. Oh.
That was such good awareness to know that what, kind of the max damage of that situation was. For a character like Mika, she has so many different combo routes that you gotta keep that in mind.
Okay, double crouch medium punch. Now going for the pressure again, but there it is, that hitting jabs. But KBrad does the same thing, returns the favor.
And then Pavo tried to interrupt it again. There's KBrad. That's been so good. Back forth into the fierce.
I'm sorry, King of the Hill game.
Yes.
King of the Hill round now. King of the Hill point.
And keep in mind, this is the last NorCal versus SoCal King of the Hill we have. He could end up, if he wins this, he will end up as the champion for the West Coast.
And I mean, it is appropriate in a lot of ways because of how well he's been doing through this whole season.
Would make a lot of sense.
All right, punishes. Into the corner again. Pavo trying to do something after that standing light kick. Gets thrown in the corner, almost stunned. Beautiful block on the... Oh,
well,
and he chased the jump back
Getting
down.
close. Oh, no, that's it. That is it.
KBrad coming all the way back from 0-4 down to take it 10-8.
Yep, whoever in the chat called it 10-8 at the start. I saw somebody call it, and they were right.
Genius.
They were right.
They're a genius.
Genius.
All right.
Yeah, good work, good work.
And look at them. They're talking to each other immediately.
Yeah, they want to.
Yeah, exactly. Even before I had a chance to go and talk to them.
Yeah, man, get over there. See what they have to say. Don't let them waste this juice. All right, well, KBrad ends up being the champion again. He's King of the Hill this week, as he has been in the past few weeks. Pavocado beat Stupendous. KBrad then beat Pavocado. It started out so well for Pavo. Started out 4-0, and then slowly, and towards the end, pretty significantly, KBrad ended up taking it. He had, in fact, 5 of the last 6 games. So that's pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff. All right, well, let's go over to James, have a conversation with him, with KBrad and Pavo.
All right, I'm sitting here with Pavo and KBrad. So Pavo, Started with a 4-0 start, and look, I'm just gonna ask the same question that I ask everyone. What happened?
The main thing that we talked about right after the match is in a lot of guessing situations, he would go straight to backdash, and it would work out for him because either he would block the initial hit, or he would backdash, and then a throw wouldn't work. So I was kind of stumped on what to do as far as stopping that option. And if you, of course, if you like can get out of the guess, then yeah, it's real tough.
Well, just from your standpoint, from playing that matchup a lot, playing against a caliber Cammy like KBrad's, what's your takeaway from that match? What do you feel like you've learned, or what do you feel like you need to practice more on?
I've learned that KBrad is really good at Street Fighter V. He's great. Really good pressure on top of it. Can't whiff throws, can't whiff throws, can't stand for too long, get hit low. Takes advantage of the corner real good. Really tight footsies too. It was very difficult for me at a certain point. I'm sure you could see it, just struggling kind of a neutral. And then on top of that, mixing in dive kicks.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the past few weeks, and KBrad has pretty much blown out most of the players. I mean, do you take solace in knowing that you took that 4 lead, you took him, 8 games?
I mean, I was really glad to come out. I was really happy for ESL for inviting me and having me. A win is a win. I mean, it's nice for me. I know that I'm getting. I don't travel much. I'm not really a big face in the community. So knowing that I could come out and do pretty well against a seasoned contender is, yeah, it's nice.
Well, I mean, I think you did really, really well. Like I said, it was 10-8 at the end there, so great job to you. And of course, I'm sitting here. I'm getting like this is just becoming a repetitive thing. Like, can we just loop what we did last week? I mean, no, but I mean. You did go down 0-4 at the start. Was there any nervousness? Were you worried at any point, or did you have all the confidence that you could make the comeback?
I'm never worried, just upset. It was like I feel like it was a couple of games. Like in the first 4, I think it was 2 rounds that were stolen from me, and I was so mad. I was like, "Oh my goodness, here it comes!" I was like, "Here comes the 7-0, and I'm gonna have to try to make a comeback for being down 7-0." So then I like when I fight the character, I'm just highly irritated. But I just don't like that. If I'm in a 50-50 situation, that the combo does just about almost the same amount as the EX grab, right? So I'm like, why? Especially if it's at the charged mic. So I'm like, if she charges mic, I'm like, all right, let me just try to hold up. Oh, got clipped. So I'm like, all right, let me just rush down right now. I'm tired of trying to run from this character. And then I tried to DP at the beginning. So I was like, okay, let me DP at the beginning to let him know I'm going to do it. And he blocked it. I was like, nothing is working, dude. Nothing is working. So I just tried a whole bunch of stuff, like tried to backdash, tried to DP. It's a guessing game when she finally gets in. Obviously, you can block the chop, and then it's over. That's the thing that a lot of people don't do against Mika. Once you block the chop, the setup is over. You can stop her from doing clap right after the chop, or she's going to like forward dash or do something like that. I tried to check the dashes a lot. He wasn't really dashing at me like that, though, so...
I tried, but you always felt like you were kind of ready every time that I did it. So I was trying to sneaky, and then I was like, oh, not worth it. Don't want to die.
Well, so the question that I have for you then is, you said earlier that you just wanted to slug it out, and I kind of felt that way. I've always considered you a very emotional kind of player, like you just figure out what's working. But was there any sort of key adjustment that you made to facilitate that comeback?
I missed a lot of middies in the first 4 games. A lot of my middies missed, and then he woke up jab, and I got full combo. So it's counter hit. So the jab combos into the strong, and then I get thrown into the corner. So I was like, either stop pressuring. It was some rounds where I just didn't pressure at all. I'm like, I'm gonna just back up and see if he bites on the shimmy. Either don't pressure at all or make sure my media is on point. I think that's what did it. So if you force Mika to block, she doesn't have a DP, so you don't have anything to worry about outside of wake up super. So I'm like, I don't really have to worry about anything. So I just need to make sure my medias are good. And then I guess I hit my medias towards the end.
Well, so this is the end of season 2 here, right? So you are the reigning champion right now, and once we start up again in January, it is going to be East Coast versus West Coast. How do you feel representing? I mean, you kind of just got to NorCal, so you're representing NorCal. Now you're representing West Coast. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel pretty good. Makes me feel pretty good. Like a turncoat. Like I'm like, man, I done turned on all the East Coast boys. I'm West Coast out here. We got the beautiful weather. Y'all dealing with that snow right now. Oh yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm West Coast now.
All right. Well, we have a lot of great players on the docket for that. We've got guys like Li Joe, we've got Saban, we have Alucard. Any one of them that you would like to face in particular?
Maybe Joe. Because I feel like if me and Joe are sitting and playing, it won't be like too serious. Even when we play in tournament, we look over and say something to each other. So me and Joe will probably be a really sick set.
All right. Man. Well, again, look, this tournament, we're coming back. On January 10th, it is going to be East Coast versus West Coast. It's going to be really exciting. Again, just wanted one more time to say great job to you. You played really awesome, and I hope people out there see what you're capable of and will remember your name, and we'll see you at a lot more tournaments coming up. So
yeah, here's open.
Yeah. But again, we're going to take it back to David, but again, we're going to keep going in January. So make sure that you follow and get ready for that.
Yep, that's right. January 10th is when that comes back up. And not only is it going to be the next season of King of the Hill, but it's going to be the next season of Street Fighter V. That comes out next week, in fact, on the 20th, December 20th. So we'll have Akuma in this thing. We'll have some changes about the characters and gameplay. And I actually just heard on Twitter that the changes that were at the PSX are not the same as the changes that were at the Winter Stays On event today that had Season 2.
Okay.
So that means that, you know, who knows what the final results, what the final change lists are going to be. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, they put down that video where it was like introducing Akuma, and I remember Vi tweeting, he was like, it's different than what I remember seeing.
Yeah.
And in fact, people were saying like his V skill, his parry, he used to take a little bit of Gray Life.
Oh.
But in the introducing Akuma video, he wasn't taking any Gray Life. So, you know.
We're not sure how it's going to end up. So we heard about some changes. We saw some changes at PSX as far as Season 2 characters go. But, you know, we'll see how it ends up. Not too long to wait for that, though. Again, that's just next week.
Yeah, and there's definitely going to be a lot of analysis on that game as soon as it comes out, as soon as Season 2 comes out. I know, for example, on our stream on Ultra Chen TV, right, I'm going to be, I think on Wednesday morning, I'm going to be trying to do a bunch of analysis. So
for sure.
I'm probably going to try to stream myself doing that.
This is where we're going to do it, right there.
Yeah.
On twitch.tv/UltraChenTV. But we're also going to do, as we always do, the Tuesday night show, 8 p.m. Pacific time, a.k.a. in about 2.5 hours. You know, we'll talk about fighting game stuff and all the drama and the news and various game info and issues. Please check it out.
Yeah, that's right. And
again, bring this controller out. So again, I wanted to thank Controller Chaos for giving this to us. Well, not to us, but to the winners, as well as to people who are watching. If they
wanted to give us one, I wouldn't have any problems.
I wouldn't say no. I would tell you that. That's right. Yeah, these things are very nice. Follow at ESLSF and at Controller Chaos, and you yourself, people watching at home, you'll have a chance to win one of these things. So we appreciate the support from them.
That's right. Beautiful, beautiful joystick, and I'm just putting more fingerprints on this thing.
And another big part of this has been the support from Addis, providing the Zowie by BenQ monitors that the players played on. Of course, we can't do this thing unless we have something to play on.
That's right.
That's what we use. So appreciate the support there. Follow them at Addis Inc.
Yeah, really starting to become the tournament standard for fighting game community tournaments as the monitor. So I'm seeing this place in all the major events these days.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, thanks to all of the sponsors for making this happen. But this is the end of Season 2 of King of the Hill. KBrad ended up running the table. Nice work to him. I do think it'll be funny to see him play against the East Coast players when we resume next year. Yeah. Because, of course, that's where he's from. He's from Maryland on the East Coast. He's now living out in Northern California.
He used to play at NLBC all the time, you know.
Yeah, he did. He did. So we'll see how that goes when we resume, as this thing says, on January 10th.
That's right. But until then, I mean, look, again, Season 2 is coming out. But, of course, it's going to be holiday season. It's going to be New Year's. So, you know, hope everyone has a great holiday season, you know, can't wait to see.
Have fun celebrating whatever it is that you celebrate.
Exactly.
But we will see you in 2017.
Yeah.